Join me tonight as I revisit a location that hides a hidden grave within its walls. I challenged self-professed psychic medium Barbara Ann Lovatt to uncover the truth, along with Mark Price. Would Barbara uncover the truth? Would she be able to find it? Well, watch, and let's find out together. There you go.
I've come back to see you.
So we'll put that on. Don't really need two lights, we've only got one. There you go.
Is that going now?
Yeah, it's recording. So here we are, guys. We're back at this location. Like I say, I'm not going to give the location away. I'm here tonight with Mark from Ghosts on Trent and Barbara from Ghosts on Trent. Hello, guys.
Hi.
Thank you for coming back to my channel. Those that have never been here before, thank you for joining us. So we're all back at this location because this is the location when Ghosts on Trent did a video, and Barbara, who claims to be a medium, picked up on certain findings which were absolutely spot on because I knew about them and they didn't. Hence I put a video up to explain. The very next day when I saw the video, I came down and did a day video to show removing the carpet, which is just down there. We walk down here. We pulled the carpet back to show that there was a grave underneath, yeah? Now Barbara also said in that video that she picked up on one set of remains, which she was absolutely correct. There is only one set of remains here, and it's a priest. The family tomb, the remains are no longer there. It is just a memorial tomb, and it was put in place by Elizabeth Bassett. She was the last remaining Bassett member. The bloodline died with William because he was the last remaining male, and they had two daughters, hence the two girls at the head of the laying souls. So that's the story so far. However, I was quite wrong about the information they gave. Not so much wrong. It was true that there was a grave under the carpet. However, this is the new part of the church. All this section. If you walk down here, that's the old part of the church. This originally was the doorway, which would have been the Padre Sanctum when he did his masses. So there would have been a room here. Hence, they closed off the room, they closed off the doorway. You got there's a little window which would have had glass in it back in the time. And this was all extended. All this was extended then. Yeah. And the tomb was put in place in 1629. That's when that was erected and put in place as a memorial. However, so that's the information we've got. The grave was removed, which is under the carpet, as we've known. We've shown that.
Do you know what year it was moved?
No, I don't. I'm presuming it's when the new part was built, which would have been, I think, I remember reading rightly, that the new part was built around the 1330s.
So it would have been here?
Yeah. Because that was put in the 1600s. Right, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the tomb was put in the 1600s, but this grave would have been removed long before then.
So when did he die then?
The priest?
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're going to find out tonight.
Yeah.
Because there's some information.
Because I've got the 1100s in my head.
Right, that's when the church was built.
Right, yeah.
Actually 1089 to be precise.
Yeah.
So, but the fact that you picked up when you were standing there, that there was a set of remains, was really good.
Yeah, so it was 1089, so he could have died in the 1100s.
Anywhere between that time.
Yeah.
But however, you also said
that
you felt that this soul was a long serving.
Yeah.
Right.
I felt like this was his life.
Right. Well, the person whose remains are still in the church was a long serving priest.
Right, yeah.
And he is buried here. Now, your challenge is can you find the grave?
No pressure.
I know, guys, exactly where the grave is, only because I spoke to the chap that looks after the church. I'm not going to mention his name, because I don't think that's fair. But we had a great conversation. He enlightened me regards the tomb. He the enlightenment with regards to the grave here that was removed, and why the hands are removed also. I don't know if anybody's noticed that, the hands have been moved on the
Did you
tomb.
hear that?
Yeah, I heard a rumble and stuff.
No,
like
something went,
Oh,
like
right,
it agreed with you.
Yeah.
I hope you get that back on your video.
So the hands were removed because Catholicism was taken over by Christianity and something to do with the hands. He did explain, I can't remember exactly what he said about that, but basically the hands were removed. So we're back here again tonight. We're going to stay as long as we can, get what we can, and I'm going to see if we can pick up anything. So let's turn the torch off here in the dark time. It isn't that late yet, we're still quite early. Now I've noticed tonight that the lights on under the organ, now that wasn't on the last time I came.
That was on when we came.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's normally always on, but it wasn't on last time. I'm always drawn over there. I'm always drawn over to that area. Now I have put a catwalk out, guys, which is put one on top of the fountain over there, and I put one on top of the box over there, the chest. Because that's where, the very first time I had a catwalk go off, that's where it went off. There. And then I had one go off over the top, over the side there. So yes, so we're back here tonight to see what we can find out. So, if there's anybody here, could you come towards us? Could you make a noise? Could you whistle? Could you talk to one of us?
Did you see something down there
No, I'm always drawn to that area.
Well,
I'm always
before,
drawn to it.
when
yeah.
you started, you were talking just,
Yeah.
I had a flash down there in my eyes,
Okay.
and then you tend to look that way. Now normally,
Where did the flash come from?
like it was standing in that doorway of that wood,
Okay.
the wooden arch thing.
Are you feeling anything where you're standing?
Um,
Do you feel like you're close to anything?
That's my stomach.
We need to get serious into this now,
Yeah.
so I'm thinking I'm carrying the bag.
Now, I'm not trying to lead Barbara into anything here, guys. There's a reason why, because Barbara just made a statement that a flash went past her. And I want to know what she meant by that.
Just let me.
It's okay. So have a look around the church, Marcus. Have a wander around, mate, and get some of the church in view. See if we can pick anything up. It's a pity we
I
can't
keep
go
having
live.
the word the tree in my head for some reason.
Yeah,
Right.
that's where the children
The children,
are buried.
right?
Again, guys, this is only information I found out very kindly to the chap that lives across the way. I'm not going to give his name out, so yeah.
When I stand here, I get a headache,
Yeah.
right? I get a lot of tension like in my head, right? I am drawn to down here. This is where the flash was in my eye, yeah?
Yeah.
So here, but I get a real different feeling here. Almost ringing in my ears here. Here, I get the heebie-jeebies here.
Yeah, you said that on the first video.
Yeah, and
Well, this is the old part. This is the original
Yeah.
part of the church, where the also the what's it called the pulpit is here.
watch this.
Is where that's where the church that would have been the wall, the outside wall there,
Yeah.
wall to the outside. All that was added on much later. I'm not quite sure the dates. I think it's 1330 something. If I'm right, I'd have to check the dates again. But when I do the video, I will get the information. I'll put the information up on the video. But you're actually spot on. This is the old part.
Yeah, yeah. It feels older.
Yeah. But however,
I get flashes of images.
yeah.
So, did you know?
I didn't personally know.
I did.
But I have got tinnitus. I have explained this in videos before.
So that was like a...
Right, okay.
Yeah. So when you play that video back, you may
Yeah,
hear
well,
that.
I've listened to that.
So
Which I'll highlight again in the video.
I can't, when I look back at me images, me flashes, if you like, imagine them, can you remember the things you used to look through?
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
picture
yeah.
goes past. None of that was there. In fact, and I'm going to say it didn't even go back this far originally. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, partly.
Like, I feel like even before it was smaller than this.
It was only a hall originally. It's called,
Right.
I mean, the place was called Bloor Hall,
Right.
and they have their own hall. I don't know how big it would have been, so I'd be lying on this.
So, could this have been a different part, and that was just the church worship part?
Well, what you've got to take into consideration is the tower is there,
Yeah.
and that tower's always been there,
Okay.
hence the Val. That place, that part was featuring us as well.
Because I can see, for some reason, I can see more stuff going on just here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
More stuff's going on. If we come down into here, this part of this building here is where I pick most of the energy up from.
right.
Yeah?
Well, this is the original part. That was the original door. It's called a vestry, isn't it? Would have been the vicar's vestry. That would have been his changing room and so on.
Right, that
'Cause-
might be, yeah.
Yeah. Hence, that was then blocked up, as you can see where the doorway was, where the cross is hanging. Hence, a little window which is behind there, which would have been to the outside. It's right behind there, so you can't see that. But that was the original doorway, which would have been the vestry, which
Right.
where the clergyman or the vicar would have got changed to
Yeah.
do his sermon, and then to come out here. So
Yeah.
there would have been a room there, but the rest of that wasn't there. But
Right.
that room was then turned into the tomb, where the
Okay.
tomb was erected.
And then the rest was added
And then
on.
the rest was
Right.
added on.
Got you.
And that's what I've been learned or
So-
learned.
I mean, it's really beautiful because, like, they must be the original windows then.
I'm presuming so, yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, they've got me, haven't they?
Yeah, look at that. They're fabulous. Right. This is where I get the strongest, weirdest energy here.
Yeah.
And it gives me the chills of it. Here.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask a question now. Now, I know, forgive me for asking, we're not asking anybody to perform, we're just asking you to let yourselves be known or could be known to us. I do know that there's a priest buried here. Could you give us an indication to where you are? Or could you come towards us, make a knocking noise? Could you do that?
See that top end?
Have a walk up.
Yeah, talking where's all
What did you say, sorry? Can you say that for the camera?
the... Is it by the organ? I've got round the organ.
Okay. Have a walk around now. So you think he's up here?
Yeah. Somewhere around the organ. Yeah. Oh, God, gives you to you.
Okay, well, there you go. Now, Barbara didn't know she has picked this up because under here
Yeah.
is the headstone.
He's just told me then. Yeah.
Now, there you go. Which is Charles Sibley. It's the priest here.
Can you hear humming?
Just here.
Like singing.
And there you have it.
Oh no, that's something outside now.
That's nothing to do with this, I don't think, because that is actually to do with Litchfield. Although it is they are standing outside the doorway here.
Okay.
Mary Ann Barlow. So yeah, but yeah, so there you
Can I
have
ask
it.
you a question then?
Yeah.
You impressed?
Yeah, okay. I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fab.
See, I knew where
It
was,
just
'cause
come.
like I say, I was told.
Just come then, when we were down there.
And I can assure people, by the way, I've not told Barbara. And anybody that knows me knows when I say something, it's right.
Can I just
Barbara
say,
did not know.
can I just say thank you for that piece of information to the person who gave it me that wasn't here.
So now we know what we're dealing with. Let's just have a bit of a
Thank you.
5 minutes, see if we can pick up on anything else.
Right. Can I speak to you?
Yep.
You can come and talk to us. You can let us know that you're here. I obviously already know you are. You know I'm friendly. You have been interacting with me a little bit. Mark's lovely, and so is Ian. And we come here with the utmost peace, love and respect today. We're not here to harm anyone, and we're not here to be harmed in any way. But we would absolutely love if you could show us, as the group today, that you're here. And you can do that by making a knocking sound, moving something, touching one of us on the shoulder. Any way you think you could possibly let us know. Well, let the guys know, because I know you're here. Any way you could let them know that you're here too. Was that you?
Yeah, I've just moved, yeah, I think I've just moved, that's all.
Yeah.
Now, there's a cat ball on the fountain, the crystal fountain, there's one on the chest. So if you could approach one of the cat balls, they'll just light up, they won't harm anybody. I say we're not asking to perform, but they're there if you at your own behest, if you want to go near them. They're very grateful.
Oh, sorry.
So anybody here at all, could you come forward? Because I do believe, when I was here last week, unfortunately another group came, which I had to cut the video short. I'm sitting exactly where I was on the night, and I genuinely believe that I thought that the energy was picking up. Like I say, I'm not a believer, but I want to believe. But I did feel on the night that it came in at the wrong time. I think things were beginning to happen. Because when you look back at that video that I did that night, there's a lot that went on in that video that I didn't pick up on. Not just by me, what other people have commented and said on such a time, I can hear a noise. I've gone back, we've listened to it, and you can see the comments on the video. Yeah, it was interesting. And also there were other little things that I picked up. Where I'm sitting now, I don't believe in orbs. I know Bob's explained to me, but it did look like something shot past me. And if you go to the video, and I can tell you the timestamp because I remember it, it was 24:24 to 24:26. I remember the timestamp exactly when it came past me. Now, it came from behind me when I was sitting here. And certain said person's grave is there. I'm not saying that's it. I'm just saying, come on, it's got to be something in that, surely. It's got to be some value in that. Like I say, I'm one of them people, I'll only believe when they stand right in front of me. But if you can contact us, that'd be fantastic. Make some kind of approach towards us. We're not here to harm, we are here in total respect.
Yeah, behind you.
Mark's just saying something, where we're looking, Mark.
Was it a tap up that
He's
corner,
like
Mark?
shuffle.
Yeah.
Shuffle, okay. Well,
Now
we'll look back on that.
That down there is where I'm getting the most energy.
I'll
at this
tell you what
moment
then.
in time.
You take Bob around there and I'll go grab that cat ball.
It was like somebody had sat down, Bob.
Yeah.
I haven't bought the MF because I'm flipping left somewhere, I can't find it.
I have got one in my bag.
Oh, I know I left it here.
To be fair though, I did state this last time I was here. This man, this man isn't really one to want to mess around with toys, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I have had cat ball activity here. Whether you believe in it, I don't know. But however, it went off. And when I asked the question, it went off a couple of times in a row, which I found that quite impressive.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Especially on the fountain. Because if you remember, on the very first time I had a cat ball activity, I went straight to the ball to make sure an insect hadn't moved it, because that's just me.
That's moved from this time.
Yeah, it does look like it's changed position, doesn't it? I think they've moved it further in, haven't they? A bit closer in. So, let's just be...
I want to find somewhere to put this. Where should we?
The old cat ball's just gone off.
Yeah. That could have been because you
I could have just opened this.
Yeah, because it does feel
yeah.
like it's all.
Yeah.
How'd you get
So
it?
we'll debunk that one. There's little clips there. Look, mate. We'll debunk that one as we've not. However, there is a cat ball on top of the christening fancy. If you could make that one off, I'd be absolutely grateful. I really, really was.
I can hear someone, you know. I can hear mumbling. And I can't work out if it's a woman or children.
Okay.
Like women or children, do you know what I mean?
I'm not going to lie on to you because my ears are too. I've got tinnitus from the bad in my left ear. But when I listened back to that video the next day, the amount of stuff that I'd missed. I'm not saying it's paranormal.
Yeah.
Far from it.
But you
But there are
notice
certain
it at the
things.
time.
I didn't notice it, yeah. I was quite impressed actually. But I've said to you before, I mean, I know I spoke to Mark a lot.
I think I've just seen an orb go behind you, Barbara.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure.
Did you get that in camera?
Yeah, I'm sure I saw something drop down.
I get a strong, thick head here. I can walk around the church, you won't get it. When I stand here, I get a thick head. Now, that normally...
That was me, I think I just caught that.
That normally is like... I associate that kind of stuff with someone's fall or had an head injury or something like that.
Yeah.
But I feel that that's different in this instance.
Yeah.
And I can't literally work out why I've got a bad head. Stood here.
Right, well, I think what I want to do now, are you prepared to do a loan?
God, no. I never do loans, do I?
Are you prepared to go on your own for a little bit, Mark?
I'll let you come on you if you want, while me and Bob have a fag.
Yeah, go on then, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, do you know what it is? I never do a loan, right? Because obviously I do what I do.
Yeah.
So I experience this all the time.
Yeah.
So it's always better if somebody else does the loan.
Yeah.
And then they can say what they feel and everything else. Because obviously this is my job, isn't it?
Yeah, I get that completely. Yeah. So if you two have your fag. I don't smoke because I'm a good boy. But yeah, so you have a fag and you take as long as you want. It's not a problem.
You're pretty impressed with that, then?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I thought I was... I'm actually quite annoyed in a way. So,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Right, so if there is anybody here with me, I'm now on my own. If you'd like to come forward. As I say, I knew where the grave was. I generally don't believe Barbara did because I haven't told anybody. So she couldn't have known. And it is not, you cannot Google it. You can Google this place all you like. In fact, on the video, I will put a information page up so you can see that you just cannot find any information. Obviously, I'll cross out the actual name of the location, but I'll leave the full read. And you'll be able to read for yourself. You cannot, there's no information on it. But yeah, the priest is actually buried just down there. Well, his remains are there, I should say. So if there's anybody here, would you please come forward? If you'd like to, of course. Could you set one of the motion balls off? Or go near to the green light, and that'll just light up more. You won't harm anybody. Or there's a cat ball on top of the fountain. You could approach that. That'd be fantastic. I'd be very grateful. I wish I could do a live from here, but the signal is, well, there just isn't one. Is it possible you could set one of the little toy balls off? That just lights up? Won't harm anyone? Be very grateful if you could. But I understand if not, of course I do. It is a lovely place that you have here, where you belong. Yeah, the children, the Bassett children, apparently I'm led to believe that they are buried. There's a tree, you can't see through the window, but there's a tree. And the children are, I'm led to believe, are at the side of the tree, near the tree. I presume that all the family's buried here, but not in the tomb. It is just a monument. Although absolutely beautiful. In fact, I think we'll have a little walk round it, shall we? Stunning. Absolutely beautiful. Take you all the way around it, but and I believe the hands were removed. It was something to do with Catholicism. I'm not entirely sure, so I'm not going to make something up that I'm not sure of, because I really don't know. But it all became CV, and it was something to do with that, I'm led to believe. You can't see that, it won't pick that up. Absolutely stunning tomb though, isn't it? Absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. And there's two little coffins here, but like I say, the children aren't. There's no one buried in here. So yeah, it's been nice to join up with Mark, Barbara. We speak a lot. I do support their channel, Ghosts on TRENTS. And we just, after doing the video, the next day revealing the what we thought was well, it is a grave, but the like I said, the remains have been removed. So I'm stuttering. I don't know why, but yeah, stunning place, absolutely beautiful here. But yeah, I'm quite impressed that Barbara did pick that up, because I can assure you now, I have not relayed any information. Well, you've seen that in the video. She didn't know prior, only I knew where the grave was. Because, as I say, I had the information given to me by the chap who lives across the way, who looks after the church. And he relayed all the information to me. But yes, there was a grave there, but yeah, the remains were removed. So there's the information. And any information I do find, of course, I will add I will put clips in the video for everybody to read at their own leisure and view, of course. So if there is anybody here, whilst I'm alone especially, could you come forward? Could you knock? Could you whistle? That was a bit feeble. I'm always drawn. Why? I don't know why. I'm always drawn to that area. I say it every time I come here. Always drawn to that area. Could you possibly set one of the cat balls off? Very grateful if you could. That's the actual. What it's like in here at the moment. Is it possible you could set one of them off either on the christening fountain or over on the entrance to the altar area? Very grateful. Okay. Mark's coming back in there with Barbara. I've had the Holy Grail. No, I haven't. No, the thing is, with my ears being the way they are, I really do struggle. But when I watch back the video, obviously if I highlight anything, I'll highlight it on the video as we go. So, Mark, Barbara, let's have a little conversation with yourselves. Because I always find when you're talking among yourselves, that's when things tend to happen. So how did you guys come to get into Ghosts on Trent? How does it all come about?
Me and Paul were at work always on about it, like, you know what I mean, something throughout. And we just decided to buy a little camera, like, and come along. Paul went, what was her name, Paul?
Lisa.
Went to see Lisa, a medium. And from then on we decided to get it. We wanted a medium in the team, like. And,
Lisa put my name forward, didn't she?
Barbara forward. So I phoned Barbara up, and where did we meet at the Derby Goal? Wanted to
Derby Goal was the first.
That was the first.
Yeah.
Derby Jail.
Yeah, Derby Jail there.
Oh, you've been there? Yes, of course, you did a video there, didn't you?
So after that we went to Broom Street, wanted.
Yeah.
Broom Street.
Derby Jail was the one where the curator sat with you, wasn't it? Is that the one?
Yeah, so John.
Yeah, I remember. I do remember
Richard
that.
Felix.
That's it.
He was
the
historian for Most Haunted. We've met Richard, haven't we, a couple of times. He's a lovely guy. If you want to go to Derby, go. Because it's fantastic. I actually picked quite a lot of them.
So,
to the point where John even went, oh my God, because I told him about most of the prisoners that had been in there, and I've never obviously been before.
Well, from my point of view, the reason why I got into Ghosts on Trent is because the honesty that you guys gave out.
Yeah.
I don't like faking. I don't like faking stuff. I don't believe in it. I think you're cheating people. You're undervaluing people, actually.
Yeah.
And so I don't agree with it. You've always been very honest. I know you've had your own doubts in the past, you know, are we doing the right thing because we're not catching anything? It's not about that, guys. It's about the truth. People want to know the truth. We can all sit here and fake crap all day long. We can all entertain. That's the word I'm looking for.
Well, as the psychic medium, I've been doing this from a little girl. So my parents will, my mum in particular, will tell you that this is something I've done all my life.
So what was the first experience then, Barbara, that you realised that you could, you got this, I suppose it's a power, isn't it, really?
Experience with my mother about when I could do this was I was 2 or just over 2, and my mum come into my room and said, "Who are you talking to?" And I said, "My nana." And she was like, dismissed it. And then I started to tell my mum where my nana worked, where she lived. We'd drive down the road and I'd say my nana. I think that was Mark maybe. Yeah.
It could have been, yeah, okay.
And so that's how it all came about. That, and then I ended up being the weird child.
So what's changed?
I'm still the weird. Well, I'm now the
Still weird.
Yeah, no, I'm still weird.
So
But
for you, that's so Bob.
it's normal life.
Yeah, so it's normal to you now. So Mark, what have you had? You must have had some kind of experience for you to want to, or is it just a belief?
It's dead weird. I've always been into it when I was so I like grasshopper, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's just been a right bright light down there.
Oh, let's just hope another group hasn't come in again. That'd just be my luck,
I
though.
thought it was a torch.
Yeah.
It was that bright. But go on.
It's such a popular place, this. It really annoyed me that night they came in because I swear my life, there was you all know I'm a skeptic. You've spoke to me. You've got to know me.
Yeah.
I'd rather take the piss than excuse me, I've sworn out on my video, you've made me swear. I'd rather take the mickey on my videos than tell a lie. I want the truth. We all want the truth. That's for me what this is all about.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair though, you have to have a lot of respect for spirit, really, because have you ever heard the expression, you can lead an horse to water, but you can't make it drink?
Absolutely, yeah.
And as the psychic medium, I've been to a lot of places and I've seen a lot that there is spirit there is things going on.
Right, we have a bird. We have a bird flying around you at the moment. Or, yeah, it's a bird.
A bat, yeah.
Is it a bat or a bird? Yeah, it's a bat, sorry, yeah.
I've had a lot of experiences and I've just known totally you're not getting any action in here because they're not going to perform. You're not performing monkeys. Their energies, the spirits that have passed on.
I know a lot of people that will agree with that because I've had comments when people say, why do you keep asking them to perform when you're asking them not to perform, but you are asking them to perform. So I get that, but it's either say something, guys, or we sit here in total silence.
Well, yeah, totally.
So,
you can get them to interact.
Yeah, exactly.
But you have to do it with the utmost respect.
Yeah, absolutely.
At all times.
Now, a lot of people, they use spirit talking tools or whatever.
Yeah.
I have downloaded one. I've never used it yet because...
What's that?
I'm spirit talkers. I've never actually used it yet. But sorry, Mark, let's go back to yourself because I did ask you how you got into it, sorry.
From when I was a little kid, like, I keep eating something over there, I swear to you.
That's where I was in the light.
I was always into it when I was a little kid, like, you know what I mean? Into ghosts and things like that. I used to scare myself to death, to be honest. I wouldn't dare go to bed. I was like nanny reading, like grandma reading. I was always up there at the weekends and school holidays and whatever.
That's a kookaburra, that's a bird outside. That's in here. It's up there somewhere, look.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there's a nest. Is that a nest up there?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not sure it is or not. Let's have a look. It's coming from that corner anyway.
Yeah. Yes,
Oh, I bet there's some babies in there.
I know there's a nest right outside the door. There's a swallow's nest outside. So yeah, sorry, you were saying.
Then, anyway, my dad's dad, he passed away, like, and I can swear to God I ate him coffee. I never did. And I was only about 8 or 9, you know what I mean? And then from that day on, I was having nightmares and everything, so we won't take to the doctors and everything, like, you know what I mean? And just from there, really.
Yeah, and that's what led you to.
Just watching documentaries about
ghosts. Yeah. I think we've all done that before. Yeah. I think, as I said before in a previous video, I think we all want to believe because that means we go on, surely.
Yeah.
I think anybody that denied the right to believe, I think they're lying to themselves when they say I don't believe. I think it's crap. When we close our eyes, that's it. Yeah. No, I generally don't believe people do believe that.
having a coffee, plain as day, was a dream, and he said, I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm young,
Yeah.
nobody knows, but I did hear what I heard, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, that's the way it is.
Within this, looking for ghosts and stuff like that, I think you've got to have the belief in yourself as well, because you can actually see something, know that it's what it is, you know, spirit or something happened, but through the fear of the unknown, you can literally talk yourself into going, nah, I didn't see that, it was this, you know.
Yeah,
So,
I think people have a tendency to
talk themselves out.
of things. And like you say, debunk yourselves.
And that's why I like the fact when teams actually make the effort to research after, you know, and make sure you do thoroughly investigate.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you've got to go back a few times to make sure it was the building.
Yeah.
You know, note down, did it?
Familiarity.
Dead,
I believe in
stuff like
familiarity.
that.
I think once a building gets familiar with you,
Yeah.
look, like you say, I'm not saying I believe in spirits. I do believe there's something. But let's say, for example, there is spirits here. Then surely, as when you meet somebody, you get familiar with them.
Of course, yeah.
Become friends almost. And so you get familiar with the spirits. You're coming into their house at the end of the day. It's their home. So I do believe, when I always enter a building, I know it sounds stupid, I feel a bit of a pleb to say this, especially on camera, but I always say, hello, it's only me again, as soon as I open that door, which you heard me do tonight, because it's their home.
Yeah.
So like if somebody walks into your house,
Respect again, isn't it?
yeah, it's having a bit of respect. So are you, what's,
Can you talk? I've been hearing.
it's actually,
Yeah, you can hear them, but you can hear something else.
yeah,
as well.
there was, yeah, it wasn't just that, there was something else, and I must admit, I thought I heard that myself, yeah.
Is that a plane?
No. It'd be interesting to
It's like
see.
a distance thing, isn't it?
It'd be interesting to see what you have picked up.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I have heard what I thought sounded like either women or children. I have heard what I thought was singing. Do you know you sing prayers? Like a like
I actually saw a video on this place where somebody said that. I can't remember what channel it was, but they said, what was the flipping channel? I can't remember the channel.
that is running water.
My stomach, that's not going on.
Can you hear it, Ian?
I can hear something, but weirdly, it's going out of focus. Phones don't go out of focus, which is unusual. Did that the other night
It's
in there.
rustling or
Yeah.
wanting. I can hear. Oh, it's something hitting the wall, it's a moth.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've got it, I've just got it, yeah.
So that, my friends, was not paranormal.
No.
I was going to say, I'm not picking anything up.
It's a paranormal moth. He wants to get in on the action, look. Yeah. He says, don't leave me out, will you?
Oh.
There you go. So, yeah, so like now you've got into what you're doing, how are you finding it? I mean, because let's face it, ghosts on Trent have come a long way. You know, when I first came across your site, I'm pretty sure you only had 4,500, 5,000 subscribers tops. I mean, you're nearly 17,000 now. You must be really proud of yourselves because you've always been honest. You know, people know you as being the honest team, so I expect you to carry on being that way. Because I just think it's great. I think what you've done is, here's me interviewing you now.
Yeah, I know.
But I think, no, but this is what it's all about. It's random. It's just a random night out. Like I say, me and Mark have spoken on the phone for quite a while now. We've messaged each other quite a while. And you know, and after we did the little episode regards the grave under the carpet, which there is, but the remains have been removed.
So that
But
will be what I picked up.
yeah, absolutely.
Can
So
I
yeah,
just state how I picked things up just so.
Yes, explain, that'd be good.
So
good thing.
sometimes it's like, do you know them cameras you flick through and you do a click and it
Yes,
shows the picture?
sit like a cinescope thing. Yeah.
So it can be like that or as quick as that. So sometimes it's not date stamped, if you know what I mean, time frame
Yeah,
stamped.
yeah.
So when I stood over there and I picked that up, that would have been just a for that time period. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'd have stood there and kind of we'd have found the things, then maybe I could have tuned in a bit more and actually gone, oh no, but they removed them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
But obviously when you're on an investigation and you are trying to do other things and you've got to put your video together, sometimes it's very, very hard to focus on one thing.
So can I ask, do you have visions? Do you get visions? Or is it like a memory?
It can be like a flash of a picture, like I was there, like I've seen, like I'm in it, or there's lots and lots of different ways I get this information.
Yeah.
There's no just one way.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, and just for the record, guys, and I have stated this before, and Barbara knows, I've not denied anything. You know, I don't necessarily believe in mediumship. However, I am one step closer to. So I've been quite impressed, actually. I was very impressed with that video that you did, because I knew I had. Let's just clarify for the camera. Did we or did we not? Have we ever spoke about this before? Because I didn't know you that well then. I didn't know you at all, Barbara, then. It was through Mark I've got to know you. But when you did that video, I remember you saying, oh, you've been down to where we are now. I nearly slipped up then.
Yeah.
So obviously I watched with abatement because I know the place inside out now.
Yeah.
And I knew information that you didn't know.
Yeah.
Because I've not spoken to you, but I was privy to some information that I've been given.
I don't think anybody knows that information, do they?
No. Well, Emma did, my friend Emma, because she was the one that told me about the grave under the carpet.
Oh, okay.
So another big shout out to Emma, because she highlighted it to me. And then, of course, I got speaking to the chap across the way, and he explained regards the family tomb, regards the remains that were removed because this was extended and built. So that's why the grave's moved. But when the priest, the long-serving priest that worked here for many, many years, which you picked up on, because you said you feel like it's a long-serving member.
Yeah, because sometimes I pick up on spirit and it's because there's been some trauma there or whatever. But I remember stating in the video that I don't feel this man's remained here any other reason than this place was his life.
And as we know now, he is there, just down there, which you finally picked up on. So kudos for that one.
Yeah.
That's another pint I've got to buy somebody. But
Me?
but joking aside, guys, you know, you, like I say, you've come a long way.
Yeah.
You've got a good opportunity coming up, I believe, with this TV. It's something to do with TV. It's some channel.
Yeah. Paul knew more about that, don't
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's coming up in the future.
Yeah.
We need to get Paul on camera at some point, don't we? And it's all good. So you got a good future. And hopefully we can get together again. Now, as I always say, guys, and anybody that knows me, I do tend to go on my own. But I have said I'm more than welcome to work with Ghost on Trent any time. And I've always said that. Because I do think they're a great bunch of guys and gal. Keep it real.
I just want to say thank you to you as well.
No, it's fine.
With what I do, you know, this isn't just something I do as a hobby. I actually do this in real life.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Have you or have you not opened a shop now?
Well, I have a room in the shop where I do tarot.
Right, would you like to explain so people know where you are?
I think they want to talk for me.
Yeah.
So I'm at London Road Tattoos and Tanning.
That's a different noise altogether.
You know, it's still a bit.
Yeah, it's only birds, but wow.
Yeah.
I think they're nesting down, aren't they?
So I'm based at London Road Tattoos and Tanning in Stoke, which is Stoke-on-Trent.
Right.
And you can get to book in for readings and stuff with me through there. Or I have a page, Love and Light Tarot Readings.
Yeah.
But I kind of do, well, my reviews on the page actually speak for themselves. But I do this, you know, as a living.
Yeah.
And help a lot of people. But I do enjoy coming out and picking things up. But tonight I wanted to say thank you to you, because you've actually took the time to go, hold on a minute, this girl's got a point here. You know?
Yeah.
For me, this means quite a lot to me today, because a lot of people are sceptic, and a lot of
I am
people,
myself.
yeah, and a
Yeah.
lot of people
And I
don't
always
believe.
will be, to a degree.
They don't believe in science.
But I am that one step closer. Look, you know,
But,
I was impressed
I
with
mean,
it.
as Mark knows, because we've worked together for the last 3 years now, haven't we, Mark? A lot of the stuff
Scary, right?
is scary, right? Yeah. And I couldn't literally stand here and tell you how I know everything, because I don't know. I haven't got a clue, but it's just there, and I just know.
Well, you certainly come out with a few things over the last few videos, if you like, through your own video.
And now I'm interested, because you gave me the challenge tonight. Yeah?
Yes, I did.
Finding it, and I found it, so now I want a new challenge, Ian, so we need to come up with something else.
Yeah, well,
Challenge accepted.
I'm already working on it now, because that's actually a good thing, because we can plan, if you like, a new video at some point where we can.
I feel like we are being watched, do you feel it?
Yeah. Yeah, that was nothing to that bird, because they've gone quiet now. There you go. Oh, was that your stomach? No.
You can come forward and talk to us.
And once again, guys, anybody that knows me, you know me, I don't just stop. If I stop, I stop for a reason, because I think I've heard something. My ears are terrible. It's ringing like a good one tonight.
You can't explain what the noise is, can you?
No.
You don't know.
But, yeah, it could just be nothing, but...
Yeah, but it's something. It's got to be something.
Yeah. Something. And as I said in me, excuse me, as I said in my video previously, they are old buildings, guys. You know, these buildings date back to 7, 8, to 1,000 years in some cases. You know, so buildings do creak and crack as they cool down, but some noises you can't explain. When you get into doing what you do, and you know yourselves, you've been doing it long enough, you know the sounds that buildings make. So when something does sound, if you like, out of the ordinary, that's when it does grab your attention. And now I've picked up on a few things. If you look at the video I did previous to this, I picked up on a few things. Now, I know a lot of people are also going to say, I'm waiting for it to come. I know it's coming, because I see what people put, and I'm not stupid. I know how people are. Let's not be gullible about things, guys. The reason why I come back here a lot is because I like to get familiarity, and I use that word again, because you come into someone's home, as far as I'm concerned. So, and the way I try and look at it is, the more familiar you get with them, hopefully you'll start getting more something back, because they start to trust you, if spirits exist. Yeah. Not saying they do.
A thing as well that I know of, and that's that date, time, weather, and everything affects sometimes when you can see things.
Right. Oh, I'm so glad you've just said that, because I'm going to ask you something now. Because this is my argument with people saying, why'd you go out in the day, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Do you know something? If I've had activities, usually been in the day. Yeah. Now, just for the record, guys, I was going to turn the camera to myself. People die at all times of the day. Yeah. 1 o'clock in the morning, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 in the afternoon, whatever. Yeah. The point I'm trying to make is, if a spirit's going to make a return, it'll be on that day, date and time when they pass. That's my outlook. Now, when you're walking around somewhere, someone has died at that point of time in day throughout every day. Every second of the clock that ticks, someone will have died somewhere at some point. That's the point I'm trying to make. Why do people believe ghosts only come out at night? They don't. It's just a fear factor with the dark, and that's all it is. It's just simply a fear factor, and that's my belief on that.
It's easier to see. So when you use your night vision cameras and stuff like that,
yeah,
it is a lot easier, I think, is the reason.
Yeah, they do that because the infrared and so on, the ultraviolet light type thing as well.
Yeah, and there's no hustle and bustle of everyday life, because this time of night everyone's just
that's
in
it.
their homes chill, so
yeah.
You know, That's the only reason we do it at night, but it can happen all day.
Yeah, definitely. Because like I say, I've come here in the day and I've had catball activity, as you've seen. I've also been to other locations and you get nothing or you'll get something. Of 99 times out of 10, out of 100, out of 10, that's a good count, isn't it? 99 times out of 100, you don't get anything.
No.
You know,
It could still be there, but they just
yeah,
don't want to.
they don't want to perform.
They don't
Yeah.
want to play with your toys. That's what it's all about.
Story of my life, that is, Bob. that's for another video. But yeah, it's no. At the end of the day, you know, people don't just go out and get ghosts every time they go out. I'm sorry, and I will call anybody a fibber if they're saying that. Every time they go out the door and they do a video and they catch you something, that's crap.
Well,
And I'll tell you now, it's fake.
yeah, but I get ghosts every time we go out.
You will,
Doesn't
because it's what you.
We're going to get any action on it.
No, yeah.
No, but in another sense as well.
I'm more impressed with that bird because way past your
It's
bedtime.
actually pulling me off my train of thought. If you've got something to say, I think you should come down and have a talk to us. I don't speak bird, but I'll have a go.
Yeah, just don't shit on anybody, please.
But no, as I was saying, you know, we've been places sometimes, I haven't picked nothing up. But it's not to say it's not haunted.
Yeah.
It's just to say that maybe it wasn't there that day, the energy wasn't right.
Yeah.
You know.
Now what I'm going to do, guys, because I'm looking at Mark's face,
Hold on 1 minute, something's just walked down there.
Where are we looking?
Way, but something's just walked down there.
Did you actually see it?
Yeah, and it was the back of someone, like a dark shadow.
Across here?
It walked straight down as though it was going through, like hoodied.
Right, well, what I'll do is I will severely go through the camera later and check that. Like I say, guys, that's another thing as well. I'm not here to debunk anything anybody says, you know, because sometimes it kind of irritates me. It's like, you know, let you, the audience, I want you, the audience, the people that are viewing this video, if you hear something, see something, then please comment underneath. It's your time.
I think that was a female. You were a female, weren't you?
What I'm going to do at this point, guys, because I've got a feeling I'm hoping we're going to get some activity. What I'm going to pass this over now to Mark and Barbara. I'm actually going to have a 5-minute break outside. I just want you two to have 5 minutes on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll come back in.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there. But, okay. Because I do think some of this is centering on YouTube. Because I'm watching Mark's face as well. So I'll leave the building, guys.
We are used to this though, aren't we?
Elvis is leaving the building.
Elvis.
I wish I was Elvis. That was bloody money. Take time, guys. Don't rush.
She walked down there. She was.
Right, Bob.
Yeah. So I just saw a woman with a woman's cloak and dress on, with a hood up, walk that way. Black. Mine's going. Shall we move to a bit more of a thing?
Yeah, wherever you're picking it up, Bob.
She walked. Let me put that on. She literally. I just saw her go like this. Watch. Down there, quite quickly. But it was only about that much, and she'd gone.
Do you know
Feel the
that's what
energy? Feel the energy here. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
It's colder.
Freezing here, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's mad.
And this is where she walked. Ooh, it's giving me the jeebies. I don't know what she's doing.
That's how I saw it, Bob, but it was there.
Yeah.
There.
What went that way?
Went that way, and that's when the knock.
I've got that she's. I've gone again.
I've got a right goosey pimples on me. Look, I know.
It's a woman. Can you say your name? I'm Barbara.
I'm Mark.
If you want to talk with us, can you tell us your name, please?
Can you make a noise for us, please? The last time I was in this church, I had a knock like this. Could you do it again for me, please, if you do exist?
Was that you? Could you do that again for us? So that's a plain one.
Yeah.
That was like a shuffle behind
Yeah.
you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on, make
Jen.
another noise for me, please. You're going to knock like this.
Did you hear that faint then? Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Thank you. If that was you, thank you. Could you do that a little bit louder? To
That's my
confirm.
stomach.
We're not here to ridicule, we're here to communicate.
I heard it shuffle again, and an orb has just gone straight past you. An orb has gone past you, Bob.
Do you know what? I've got a dead bad heartburn.
As you can see, guys, up there, we know there's birds up there, but they've gone really, really quiet for some unknown reason. We've just heard some kind of like a shuffle. That's my stomach. Sorry, guys, I've got a bad tummy. Could you come forward, please?
I'd just like to say you've got an absolute beautiful church here. It is absolutely wonderful. And it has such a welcoming presence, you know. And I know you've worked here for a very, very, very long time. This church was very much part of you and you part of it.
Should we ever walk to the old part where you were getting all that feeling? Just have a check
I
there.
do get down here. I get them up here rather than past over here. Have you just tapped me on the shoulder? Yeah, it's not there, down, is it?
See you.
God, he made me jump. I think I've just been tapped on the shoulder here.
Just as you were coming in.
Taps on the shoulder.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to say, I want to observe you two for a bit. Well, you carry on doing it.
Oh, right, okay. So, I do feel that was weird because I thought, because there's nothing that, my hair's not there, is it? And that didn't, oh, no. No, because that didn't
No,
jump up.
that
did it?
didn't jump up, I didn't catch that.
But I get it here. Oh, God, I get an anxiety.
Do you want to come in here with us, Ian?
Come in
Then,
here with
then
us.
nobody.
So I'm just watching you for a minute. Just,
Yeah, it isn't that.
I'll
So
tell you
then,
what, no, I'll tell you what, I'm going to film you two. I'll film you two for a little while, yeah?
I get an anxiety when I come in. Do you know what I feel like when I'm in? Like I'm in trouble.
Like a school child? Or?
Like, yeah, like I've done something and I'm in trouble. I don't know why.
is there anybody here with us? Are you making Barbara feel the way she is?
I don't know if it's reverting me back to when I was younger and I felt like, you know what I mean? I didn't put a foot out of place.
You were very strict back in them days, weren't you?
Yeah, well, like I say, Bloor Hall. It's a tiny parish. It was actually split into, I think, 3 or 4 parts. You got Bloor Hall, I think Blooray. I think part of it's Swinscoe. Is it something like that? I might have that wrong. Again, I'll put the information up on the video after. I will do my homework. There's the bat. he's come to join us. Say hello. It's because he feels left out. Look. So yeah, but you certainly, like say that when you did that video that night, and you stepped in and you said, "I feel like I'm in the old part."
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some people, you face this. Some people are going to go and say, "Oh, it's obvious." Well, no, it isn't obvious actually, because if you look round there, you would never know, because all churches have parapets in the middle of the church. So,
Yeah.
You're going to make a knock like this for me. That's not bad, isn't it?
yeah, he's up in that corner. Yeah.
I love bats, you know.
Oh, I do. They don't bother me at
I
all.
want to get one as a pet. I have a squirrel.
They don't. Bats are harmless.
And you know, I would have called them
A drac. Yeah.
Dracula.
Typical Barbara. Yeah. What's his name? Drac.
Yeah.
Or One Fang because I broke his tooth.
Yeah.
But, I mean, as you say, this is the thingy bit.
That's where the bell is in there. Yeah.
When I first came into this building, I thought, oh, I'm going to be really weirded out by that in there. But no,
Tell you what used to freak me out. Well, no, that's the wrong word to use. But used to sort of
give you the
have me heebie-jeebies because the door was always open when I first come here. So I purposely shut it because it was like. But then if you look where the curtain is, it looks like somebody's peeking through the curtain there.
Well, if you actually look behind it,
There's nothing
and
there.
I tried, you know,
Yeah, have a walk in.
and it was fine.
Yeah.
I didn't feel. I thought looking, oh God, because you know what you say, don't you, the tower?
Yeah, the tower. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh Christ, he's breaking his bloody neck.
But do you know, I'm actually really impressed with this church. It's actually very, very beautiful.
It
And
is,
they've kept it, considering the age of this church, they've kept
Pristine.
it lovely,
Yeah.
haven't they?
It is.
Yeah.
I quite
And do
agree.
you know,
Now you know why I like coming
and
back here.
because it's took a lot.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Yeah, you think being here, the band.
I have actually made a donation to the church because when I spoke to the chap, because he was so polite,
Fabulous.
I just made a little donation. As I said I would, 'cause I'm a man of my word.
You can just feel the energy. It does contain
Yeah.
energy. You can feel it.
Is it within the stone then? Or?
Yeah, well, I think it was Richard Felix.
Stone.
that-
The stone
tape
theory. Yeah,
And
stone tape theory.
I
yeah.
work with crystals and different things and, stuff like that. And I actually believe that stone and brick record time. Because
Like I
that's-
say, I'm open to believe, or well, not believe, but I'm open to anything.
Yeah,
That's.
I do believe it. Because of things I've seen.
Is it just me, or has it? No, that's the first time it's ever happened to me.
Gone cold.
Gone cold.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
It's cold, yeah.
They we've just had that woman's been round us and I think she's checking what we're doing.
Just watch that step there.
That's the thing.
Yeah, can you see it?
When I said she'd ran, you'll see it on your video.
What's that step mark?
When I said she hurried down there.
Yeah.
to us. We stood there, didn't we, Mark? And we both went freezing.
Now that is where the old piping used to be, the heating and that when they had the church done. So, yeah, now that's. I'm going to be honest with you, that's the first time I've ever witnessed that where it's actually gone cold. Yeah, I've never had that. No, I've never had that on me.
Where did you feel it?
Literally in my face. It's like someone.
Face?
I wouldn't say blowing in my face, but it came towards me.
We're having cold.
Having tea now?
We're having
Yeah,
spots.
I can feel it here now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, whether it's because of not debunking, well, we are, aren't we? Shouldn't say that. But yeah, I can definitely feel it's definitely cooler here.
No, because it's not cold there.
No, there's no wind coming through.
Followed us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could we be
Are you with us?
Yeah. You're more
Make a
than
noise,
welcome.
eh?
You're more than welcome to stand with us.
What I'm going to do, guys, as well, for all listeners and watchers, I'm going to keep the video in its full entirety. I'm not even going to edit it because I just think it makes for fascinating watching, to be honest with you. We've had a good interview tonight. We've had a good chat. We've got to know each other a little bit about what's going on and what we think and,
I know you're still with us, and I'm going to ask a request of you now. Now I know it's something you probably don't want to do or believe in, but I'm asking you, as somebody who's come and is interested and wants to be your friend, we have a green light at the end of the pews, the sitting bits here. We have a green light down there. Can you see the green light? If you go and stand by that green light, you can actually push that to move all the way up to a red one, or the amber one, or just move up one light. Now, I'm going to walk over and I'm going to show you. This, if I touch this, this does not hurt you. It won't hurt you in any way, and neither does this. This won't hurt you in any way either. Okay? I wouldn't put nothing here that would. Now I would really, really appreciate it if you could come over. Can you talk?
That's why I just turned around and sound like somebody's behind us, yeah.
That's a plane, but
No, it's not going. No.
yeah, country.
Yeah, that's what I must admit, even I heard that, and my ears are shocking. But I'm hoping that this has picked that up, because I must admit, this phone is quite sensitive. The stuff is picked up in the other videos. But I must admit, when I was outside, it sounds like there's somebody working out on the fencing. But they weren't making noise, they were just rattling some kind of fence, like they're digging a fence or something, just out the back here.
There's no one out there, is there?
Yeah, there's a light on, looks like they're working in the field.
Oh.
There's a house at the back as well, I think.
Right, that was me.
Was that you, Bob?
Yeah, if that was you that was talking very mumbly and we couldn't hear, I know you're probably...
Is that your stomach again? That's my stomach then.
I know you're probably not impressed that I'm asking you to do this, but I obviously know you're here, and I just want you to affect one of them lights for me, so that the lads can know that you're here. And that, you know, in this day and age now that we're in, this is how we do this.
Yeah, this device I'm using is called a phone, believe it or not. You wouldn't even had phones back in your day.
No.
This is a mobile phone. The world's come a long way. Not necessarily for the good, either.
No, totally.
Funny enough, I actually find that area really calm, considering that's where we know.
And this is the bit.
Yeah, this is the part that always draws me.
And this is where I had that big knock.
Well, this is also where you thought you saw that, the shadow.
It come from me when I was standing there.
Well, you were over there. You were literally by that piece, yeah.
Got an hour like there with the camera set up. And it looked as though, Ian, it went like that and went up to that part there, and there was a knock like this.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Dead loud.
Yeah.
Loud as that.
Now, what I'll do, guys, I will add a link onto this video, which I'll send it to that video, which Mark, Paul, and Barbara did for Ghosts on Trent. So I'll link that to this video, as I did the other video as well, so you can see that bit, what Mark is talking about. Where
Can you actually see it? Because I haven't watched that back. My stomach.
I don't know.
I've watched it back a couple of times.
Didn't see no figure, no nothing.
No, I'm not going to lie, but I'm a bugger for watching videos 3 or 4 times before making a final decision on something.
But we haven't heard that knock tonight, have we?
Yeah, that knock was definitely there. There was a knock when you said that.
That's the point. We
tonight.
haven't had that knock tonight.
So if there was something in the
And
building.
we've been all up around the building.
Well, have you also noticed when I was sitting there, when I was chatting about what's going on with channels and this, that, the other, you could blatantly hear something drop behind me. I mean, like I say, it could have been plaster. I know that, because it was something did hit the floor.
But you couldn't see nothing on them.
No, I couldn't see
Got the
nothing.
birds up there, haven't we? Are you here? Please make a noise.
Touch our green light.
Yeah, what about the green lights? It'll only shine different colours.
My opinion as the psychic medium They'll do the odd little knock and bang, but they're not going to entertain us
No,
in that kind
no.
of way. They're not. That was me.
Like you say, they're church people, aren't they?
Yes, they are. They don't believe in this, and you know, rightly so. We're sorry, but we just had to come and see. You know, we don't want to knock anyone's beliefs or the way of living.
No, correct. Hence why I said to you what I said before, hence why I came down and did that video. The reason why I did that video was to prove that, you know, people knock mediumship. I'm neither for nor against, which I clearly state, as stated in the video. But come on, guys, you know, it was quite a poignant find, I think, personally.
Well,
Knew nothing
I've
about
done
it,
a
yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
impressive job.
Yeah, I think you did really, really well. So,
Someone who, you
yeah.
know,
And she didn't come in to the church and go, oh, it's there.
No, it took a while.
Exactly.
he did take a bit.
So, she knew.
Yeah. I was hoping you'd hurry up because my batteries were running flat. No, but joking aside, guys, like I say, I am completely open-minded. I am a sceptic, and it will take something to stand in front of me until I do finally believe. But I do believe there's something.
Yeah. And I'm pretty impressed.
If you're in here now,
Yeah. You have impressed me, I must admit.
like in here now, Ian.
All right, Bob, you've got it out of me.
Like in here now, Ian. There's an atmosphere, isn't there? You know,
Yeah.
You can feel it.
Yeah.
Weird.
But I don't think it's a nasty.
No.
It's not a nasty atmosphere.
You know, people are going to say, well, it's in a church and it's
Do
sticky.
you know what it is?
Yeah.
It makes me feel like I'm a naughty girl. Like, doing the wrong.
It could be that bloody bat, because there's a bat in here, isn't
Yeah.
there? Yeah, I'll actually do a little bit of, I'll do a bit of digging there to find out if some kind of a girls' school here or something.
Did you know?
What did you hear?
It went.
So
So,
I'll have a look back on that.
yeah.
But I will timestamp everything. If we hear something, I will timestamp everything, guys, for everything to hear. But as I always say, people, comment below, please. If you hear something, see something that we
No, 'cause
didn't.
we can't do.
I think what I'm picking up more is the fact of, like, they were quite strict religiously.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
that there was a
it was
school.
originally Catholic. Did you know that?
Ah, that'd be right, yes.
So Catholicism was a strict.
I feel like I'm.
Yeah, it was a strict thing. Once
I've got
it
Stanley
became
White.
Catholic Church of England much later on. And again, I only found that out because he told me. Hence why the hands were removed on the tomb. I can't remember what he said about the hands, why they were removed, but it was something that they did back then. Yeah, I think it's something to the way they pray.
Yeah.
Was
so
a
they
Catholic
changed-
thing,
they
yeah.
changed the way they
Yeah.
prayed, yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to ask him again actually on that one. But I will find the information.
Yeah, I think it's more to do with the point.
There's the bat
he's
look.
there.
Here's
I
Batty.
think it's to do with the fact that, you know, I'm coming in here as a medium, and they were very religious and very strict with the religion, you know.
If you don't
And
want,
they think my kind of people don't believe in it.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Go on, Mark.
If you don't want to see it, can you make some kind of noise to let us know?
Fuck off. Oh, sorry.
Imagine now if you had a terrible big massive bang in the holder. Would you run? Because I know what
We just want to add a bit. We just want to add a bit of humour to it, guys. That's all. No, but like Mark said, can you say it again for us, Mark?
Oh, I forgot what I was going to say.
If there's anybody
if you
here,
want us to go.
want us
If
to
you
go?
want us to go, could you make some kind of noise? You know, if you don't like us being here. A knock would be nice. Could we hear your voice? Because we think we've heard you singing at some point. Or could you whistle?
No, I don't know about you. But all of a sudden, it's like a deathly silence. where we've had a little something going on all the time, either a bird or something, it's all of a sudden gone death and cold. I've just gone a bit cool again. But it's gone deathly silent.
The atmosphere's changed, hasn't it?
Yeah. So it's something entering the building. It's something. If somebody's here with us right now, and you've only just joined us, could you please come towards us? Could you let us know that you're here? Could you knock? Could you make a whistle sound? Or could you set off an object that we've got at the end of the pews? Or on the christening fountain behind us?
You guys think the atmosphere's changed now and it's gone a bit thingy, but I am literally now not picking nothing up.
Nothing.
So you've gone, and that's strange.
Why?
So you're saying that whatever it was has now left the building, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
That could
that's
be-
strange how you said that and we've gone the opposite way.
But it makes sense if there's no noises.
Yeah, it has gone deadly silent.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask Barbara a question again now. The witching hour.
Yeah.
What's this thing about 3 o'clock? Why is it 3 o'clock? I don't understand it.
Well, it isn't dead on 3 o'clock. It's between the hours of, isn't it?
So they say.
Is that like 2 to 3 or 3 to 4
I don't,
or,
yeah.
or around just the 3?
Yeah, I think it's that's big, yeah.
Yeah, it's that bird, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why they say it, because what I do is all day long. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think that's more to do with,
Right, left.
because you can get massively into this, can't you? So there's light and dark and yin and yang
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
And I think the witching hour is to do more with the dark side than the light.
Yeah, I get that. I do get that. Yeah, completely.
It's not something I really. Because
I can see lights outside the window again.
I don't study anything. I just do what I do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's my thing.
It's a natural gift,
yeah.
if you like. Yeah.
And I don't want to study anything because I don't want to change the perspective of what I can already do. I do what I do.
Yeah.
And I've been able to do this for a reason.
Well, it's funny you say that because, I mean, as you know, I'm a musician and I'm self-taught. I can't read music. I don't know how to read music. I don't want to read music because it'd change the way I play.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It would completely upset the apple cart.
Yeah.
So I'm a natural player, yeah. I'm not a great guitarist by a long shot, but, you know, I don't like to mess with the way I play. I think that's important to any musician, whether you're a guitarist, singer, or whatever you do.
Because what I do works. I get.
It works for you, yeah.
Yeah. So.
But you might be orthodox to someone else, the way you do things.
Oh God, yeah. I'm not saying if they don't do it my way.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I get that
We
completely.
have to all find our own. Water finds its own level, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No matter what.
Good phrase, like that. So how are we feeling tonight, guys?
Enjoyed it.
Yeah, brilliant. Different.
Yeah.
So like
And I
that
just
again.
love this church.
Yeah.
Actually. And I've had to come back myself to see if I can
Well, you
get
said
that
the other
knock.
night we've got to get back down there because
There's something.
there was something definitely going on that night. When they came, I was gutted because I really felt like something was
Yeah, exactly.
was going to happen. I
get that
thought,
feeling, don't you?
yeah, I thought something was going to happen. And as I say, I think everybody knows me by now.
I needed to come back as well, Ian, for that knock.
Yeah,
Time.
yeah.
Because I'm thinking if it is the building,
It's a day
So,
now, we're all round it.
To lay the ghost to rest, so to speak, to coin a phrase.
Believe me now when I said it was paranormal.
oh yeah,
100%.
But I will go to that video again, what you did with Paul, for the shadow. I will definitely,
yeah.
I'll scrutinise that
It could have been
myself.
the eye all night, Ian, I don't know, but
Yeah.
it's just that strange.
The
I saw
knock.
that and then knock straight after.
Yeah.
I've just seen it go down
Yeah.
there.
Right, I think what we're going to do, he says, with the camera the wrong way around. No, because we've got the lights on me around. Like. So we'll do that way. So from us all here at this lovely location, myself, Ian, Mark,
See you guys.
the lovely Barbara,
was lovely seeing you.
Yeah, she has had me over tonight. She's had me over.
I haven't.
But yeah, I'm going to say goodnight, God bless. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to put it out in its full entirety. I'm not going to edit it because I think it's worth it to watch. I think we've had some great, we've had a bit of a giggle as well. I think it's been good. So we're going to say goodnight. And on that note,
Good night, my friends.
And a good night from me.
mine hoist, I shouldn't
Hope you
say that.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, hope you have.
All right, good night, God bless, guys. Thank you for watching.
Take notice of this guy
Yeah.
on his channel.
Oh, bless you.
He's absolutely brilliant. Believe me, guys. Honestly.
Very good.
That's 20 quid.
Come on.
Okay, nice one.
Yeah.
Good night, guys. All the
Good night,
best.
guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.